Welcome back to Lowbuck Builds. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing our first road trip in the Jeep TJ. We went about 250 miles. We did have a part break that I would have never expected. If you think you know what that part is, write it down in the comments. If you follow me on Facebook, don't cheat because you already know. So anyway, let's go ahead and get going. So I decided to go ahead and take the Jeep TJ on a 250 mile trip up to Allegan for the Michiana Jeep Club Color Tour. It was very cold to start. It was about 50 degrees out, but we toughed it out. I didn't want to put the top on. This is usually the last event I do before I put the top back on for the rest of the year. Since the TJ only goes about 50 miles an hour, it's about a 2-hour trip each way. After about an hour into the trip, it finally started warming up. The sun came out, and overall, it was a very nice drive. Gotta love the sound of the mud terrains. Our first stop was Little Tom Lake. It's a small lake outside of the Ely Lake campground, and one of my personal favorite spots to visit every time I'm up here. I think we were about a week too early. There was a lot of leaves changing over, but there was still a lot of green as well. But still, it was a great trip.
Leaves are bright though. They're pretty.
Yeah.
And here we have the worst camera angle ever, leading into a beautiful shot of the leaves on the trail back to Ely Lake.
Right there.
So we headed back to Ely Lake campground. My daughter wanted to try out the new playground they put in a couple weeks ago. So that was our next stop.
Oh, it's a pretty tree.
This trail gets a little crazy when it's muddy, but right now it hasn't rained in a few weeks, so I didn't even have to put in four-wheel drive or anything. It was just a nice cruise through the woods. The new playground's right at the front of the park, right as you come through the entrance on the beach front. So while Lily was checking out the new park, I decided to go ahead and check into my starting issue I've been having all day. It just kept cranking more and more and slower. So I decided to go ahead and take a look at the battery and tighten up the post. And whenever I went to go tighten up the ground post, well, it fell apart. So I had to rig it. Luckily, I had a C-clamp in the back for the top, and I was able to rig the battery to get it to start back up barely. And me being me, I decided, hey, let's take on the toughest trail of the day. It's fine. It wasn't fine.
Whoa.
Sunglasses on.
That might not. Ah! Sound effects for your video?
And unfortunately, I didn't get any video, but towards the end of the trail, through some big ruts, I stalled the vehicle and it would not start. So I had to call my dad. He came up. We tried jumping it, wouldn't jump, so we were able to pull it and pop start it with a clutch, and we went to the local hardware store to pick up a new terminal.
Had my battery terminal explode on me. My cheap field fit.
And we're going to go ahead and replace it. Unfortunately, that did not work either. I think maybe I shorted out the starter or something, but that'll be a future video of me troubleshooting and getting it back on the road. But once we pop started it, we were able to drive it all the way back home. We got home safely and all that good stuff. And overall, it was a great trip. We had a lot of fun. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button so I know what you guys like. And if you're not subscribed, you want to see more content like this, then please hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.